that Onyeka fans and Wanni and Handy fans had. Like, the Double K fans really dragged Wanni and Handy fans. And after the show, because both of them are cordial, they decide to bury the hatchet. They're like, oh, we're not fighting anymore, we're not friends, whatever. So I don't understand why that same courtesy is not being extended to Onyeka, considering the fact that she stood up for Wanni when those trolls came back into the house. Like, Wanni and Handy, obviously, I don't know if it's because she didn't want to get a strike or whatever, but I felt that was even the day I started to respect Onyeka, and I actually loved Onyeka because of how she stood her ground and defended when they were dragging. It didn't even concern her because they were not even dragging Onyeka at that point, right? Onyeka came out and then she started to defend, and I remember Wanni was trying to hold her back and stop, but Wanni was enjoying the drags as well because Onyeka rose up to the occasion and defended. So I feel like, considering that fact, where instead of Wanni, defending herself, where she would probably, I'm just saying, she probably would have gotten disqualified if she had retaliated. Onyeka took it upon herself to do that. And then even after the show, I don't see them there might be one or two squabbles here and there, but I don't really see any serious issue between Onyeka and Wanni and Handy. I've seen them on different occasions in public. They are not fighting, they are not throwing shades at each other. So I'm just trying to understand why that same courtesy has not been extended to Onyeka, why they had to come out yesterday to add on to the drags. And like BHQ said, I think it's clear bullying. I feel like it's easy to pick on Onyeka and her fans. It's just very easy. During the show, I know this particular space has always been picking on this girl. They keep picking on her. In short, two spaces, popular spaces on this year, they keep picking on this girl during the show and after the show.
These people and forming victims are 5 and 6. Stop sending this annoying people's space to me. Secondly, when Snail FC constantly drags Wanni X Handy in room 404 unprovoked, talk down on their gigs, Liberia is not a country, they collect peanuts for gigs, always talking down on their brands. Now, where is this coming from? This conversation from the Onyi stars, on space. One of their space, they were actually dropping a question. They are like, what is really going on with Wanni X Handy and Onyeka? That the Double K they are getting closer to actually says so many things about them than Onyeka did. That Onyeka supported Wanni while she was in the house during the final week, where she was kind of emotional, downcasted, so why is it that there is no friendship with them? Why is Wanni X Handy not supportive of Onyeka? Why is it that Onyeka is the person they find as an easy target? That is the conversation going on that space. And then the Wanni X Handy fans are like, at this point, there is no need for all of this thinking that the Onyi stars talk down on them so much that they always have this notion that Wanni X Handy, they are the people who trend that Wanni X Handy gig is actually not worth it, that it's so cheap and everything. When they travel to Liberia, they say Liberia is not a country. The same Liberia you guys call not a country is the same Liberia that really shaked off Wanni X Handy. They are still yet not over the love they received from Liberians. Honestly speaking, I keep dropping shout out to Liberians on this channel. Like, you all are the real MVP. So how can you say Liberia is not a country? Because it is Wanni X Handy traveling. So the Wanni X Handy fans said they cannot be how will I put it? They cannot be put in a tight corner to feel like, that they are actually doing something bad or trying not getting close with the Wanni X Handy fans. With the Onyi stars. Because the Onyi stars feel like if there is any fan base they should even be close with, is the Wanni X Handy fan base and not this drama going on. But rather, the Wanni X Handy fan base have been dragging Onyeka back to back. That is what the Onyi stars are saying. Meanwhile, the Wanni X Handy fans came to say, at the same time, the Onyeka fans have been dragging. So these comments have been skipping. They are saying, in what way did Onyeka support Wanni X Handy? That's what they are asking, that having that space, in what way has Onyeka supported them? So it's been the drama going on the social space. They are like, okay, let me read this one. Don't mind that stupid girl. Onyeka never defended Wanni. It's Nelly that wake her up to fight for her and her house of an in-law, OC and Ozzy, because Wanni wasn't afraid of those DRC. Wanni had self-control. That's why she avoided them, because they said on that space that Onyeka defended Wanni in the house when DRC came back, that it was even Cassia and Victoria that was not even on their side, but coming out seeing that they still not choose those two, because according to them, because Cassia and Victoria did not choose to, avoid the DRC. They felt like, oh, they were against other housemates, which is not true. They were cool with Chinwe, Dami, and others. So why are they supposed to avoid them? They're not supposed to avoid them. So the fans were like, at this point, there is nothing like defended. That the people Onyeka defended was Nelly, because it was Nelly who went to wake Onyeka up. That it wasn't even Wanni that Onyeka defended. So that is the drama going on right now with the Onyi stars and the Wanni X Handy fan base. Let me read more reactions from the Wanni X Handy fans before we continue. Onyeka didn't stand up for Wanni. She did whatever she did for her selfish clout, chasing us. No this and no peace. She went to fight for her man as usual, not Wanni. Timothy says, I detest people who indulge in the victim mentality. Maybe they are all suffering for dementia in that fan base. Because, walai, we might be cruising, but those guys are losing essential screws upstairs. So they are standing on with their footsteps that Onyeka did not defend Wanni in that house. Now, talking about Wanni, in all of this drama going on with the Onyi Stars and the Wanni X Handy, that one is not even my problem, okay? This one in particular is my problem. You all know how much these babes have been so hardworking. You all know how far these babes have been working, back-to-back gigs, but someone coming to, talk down on their efforts is something I would not take slightly. Let me get this first off. It says, another mainstream tweet for another housemate. I hope my girl will not be at the receiving end like yesterday, because now my baby heard them, they like pour their frustration. Onyeka is the cause of everything. Says, okay, I can't see the name clearly. Now, this person is saying that another person has dropped something from the mainstream. Mainstream means outside BBN community. That was how somebody dropped and said Kelly Ray went to an event and then he was not recognized. Lola Baby says, when Wanni said people just wake up and decide to be vile, that is scary. I believe like mad, because you can't be for real. Like you made that tweet up. Now, which tweet are we talking about? Calm down, baby. You're going to see all of it here. Let me get this from Panach. This is Onyeka Stan. Some of your faves owes Biggie a lot because Biggie was saving them from talentless embarrassments. Now, this is for Wanni X Handy, meaning that all the while they were pleading for Biggie to allow them play their DJ, this thing, show their skills. Biggie, it's good that Biggie did not accept because Biggie was saving them from whatever this person just said right here. Now, we've seen these girls have gig back to back. We've seen how people jubilate, enjoy them DJing. Now, a particular person from nowhere, I don't know whether this person is nowhere, in fact I don't know where this person is coming from, came out to say the twins are horrible DJs, just killed everyone's vibe at the beach house. Spotify mix better pass them. I am not a hater, by the way. You know, the most annoying thingy is when a troll would come or a hater would come and say something and then they would drop it at the end. I'm not a hater, by the way. Who asks you? Who really asks you? Because if you are really not a hater, you would not even say what you just said right here, even with the way you just said it, even with the tune you just said it, even with the comparison. If you're somebody, there is this constructive criticism, right? Which helps people to grow. If that one comes out, you would know. But this is a confirmed one. So Laba Laba says, let me tell you something. Wanni X Handy will be operating tonight. Guess what? This is the third time they will be playing an event sponsored, hosted by the Lagos state government. If they're not sabi, they no go call them back. The meme page posted them as big name, where them be. So the Wanni X Handy fans started coming for this person. They are like, the same way you want to water down someone's effort, I really hope that is how they would do yours. Now, I'm like, why would people just stay? And you think the best thing you have to do is talk down on people's crafts, talk down on people's efforts. Like, what do you gain with that? Queen Cecil of Canada says, the funny thing about this tweet? They didn't even DJ at any beach house last night. So which day is this one talking about? They were at Hard Rock Cafe. This mumu has been paid. You see, there was no beach house gig that happened recently. So where did you get this gist of beach house that happened, how they played, and it doesn't make sense? Where is it coming from? Okay, Sendani says, there are so many ways you would have worded this tweet if you were genuinely not a hater. Exactly my thought too. I have watched them perform and they are amazing DJs. Now you know what you they talk. Like I said, if somebody is dropping a constructive criticism, you will know. It's not going to come off as a diss. It's not going to come off as a drag. You would definitely know. So the Energy Squad felt so bad about this one because they know how much their fave has been working back to back. So with all of this thinking that has been said, they started, requoting this person's tweets and was sharing their gig. I love it that they are doing this. You know why? Because this thing is X. X, that is Twitter, is a big place. People will come across this and they'll be like, oh, but let's not book this person, see this recommendation is poor. So I love that the Energy Squad are sharing it with videos of their various gig. So B Kelv says, I have seen Wani Sandy perform live. This person is actually a double K stan. Even before BBN, I am not a fan, but you see that DJing stuff, they are good at it. You are just hating on them. They are good at their crafts and their energy is on 100. Just that I can post videos on here. I have had mad fun watching them play. So a double K stand came out to say that even before they went to the house, and funny enough, before those babes went to the house, they've been packing gigs back to back. When they were in the house, they confirmed it with their mouth. Most of the brands that came to, that's actually, sponsoring BBN, they will say, oh, I've worked with this brand, I've worked with this brand. See, I keep saying this and I said God is not from anybody's village and he will definitely bless whomever he want to bless. No matter what you think of that person or no matter perception, whatever perception you have about that person. When it comes to talking down on people and you derive joy in doing that, I really hope God helps you. Adedoyin Sola said, it's so silly. You can call them names and troll them. You won't find me defending because it's all lies and trolling. But going ahead and talking down on their crafts is where I draw the line. Do not talk down on their craft. It is giving witchcraft. Don't be stupid. Now, I don't know how they now trace this thing and they now happen to see that this person is a stan of Onyeka. Now, because they said it's coming from the mainstream. Mainstream means that this person do not have a thing to do with what's it called, with BBN. But now they've seen where this person is hyping Onyeka and they'll be like, last it will be Onyi stars. Later they will say they want closeness or whatever with the Wani X Handy fans when they are always finding ways to talk down on this twin to bring them down. Anyways, Wani X Handy said I should tell you guys, you will never see nobody like Wani X Handy. The gig they had the other night, Omo, Ichoko, I'm not gonna lie. My babies are doing well and that's on period. Anyways, babies, I'm gonna be dropping my voice right here now to see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Bye for now, babies.